Hi again, Green Room. I am now walking along the edge of my property where my house sits. And this is the creek that runs between my house and the neighbor's house that feeds back into the pond that we've talked about that is back behind my house. On the other side of the woods, as you can see, there's not a whole lot of water in here right now. Sometimes it does get pretty high. It will get up here to the side of this bank over here. It's been that high before. But we haven't had a lot of rain. We haven't had a lot of snow that will cause it to come up and be extremely high. But as you can see, I think I just heard a frog jump in the water. But as you can see, the water's flowing down through here. While I've been standing here, I've seen some birds, some swallows in particular. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. There's something down here in the water making noise. I just can't quite see what it is. Do you guys see anything in the water that might be making a splashing noise? It's very good at hiding whatever it is. It has good camouflage. As we keep walking back toward where the pond would be, you can see the water gets just a little bit deeper. It gets a little bit wider. There's not as much of the vegetation or the grass that grows along here. As it moves its way back, we'll keep walking. There's lots of limbs and grasses that grow along the creek, especially in the summertime. I don't see too many right now. Uh-oh. It looks like somebody threw some trash along the road and it's made its way down here into our creek. We might have to get that out of there when the water warms up a little bit more. We don't want animals to get into that, do we? We keep walking back this way. I see lots of new green grass starting to grow. I see some pretty yellow flowers over in my neighbor's yard. You guys hear that noise? Those are a couple of robins that are dancing around back here. If I go over this way, sorry about the dirt pile. That's from where we fixed our driveway. But there's the woods behind my house. There's a brush pile that we need to burn. There's my back patio and the back part of my house. There's been lots of new life out here this week. There's a robin. He's going down to get a drink of water. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer without scaring him off. Let's see if you can see him. Do you see him getting a drink? They need water just like we do. You hear all the birds back here. I have lots of different kinds. I know I emailed you guys about the nuthatches and chickadees that I have out here. I've seen a blue jay in the last couple of days. Where'd they go? There they are. There's two robins. This is one of the favorite things about my house, is being able to sit out here and watch the birds and the wildlife. I know in Lafayette and West Lafayette, they have lots of gray squirrels. Here where I am, we have lots of fox squirrels. They're brown and they have great big bushy tails. There was one out here just a second ago. Let's see if I can get closer and find him. Oh, he's climbing up in the tree. Oh, and for my friends that always ask me about the pond, there it is off in the background. There's the pond. Usually there's some geese out there, but I don't see any out there today. At least not right now. There will be some there later on this evening probably. But I wanted to come out, take you guys for a walk. I didn't hear anybody yell flat tire, so we must all be good. Nobody needs some help getting their shoes. Pull this out a little bit here. If you listen quietly, you can hear the squirrels making noises. Don't think I can get close enough to him, but I'll see if I can zoom in on him. They like to run pretty quickly. Let's see if I can find him here. He's on the tree way over there. And he's flinging his tail around. Oh, I see what's going on. There are two of them. There's one over here in the tree. If I can find him. There he is. Can you see him? That's a fox squirrel. He has a big brown bushy tail. There he goes. He and another one were chatting with one another, making noises. They were chattering back and forth. You can hear all kinds of different birds as we're out here in the woods. This is a very nice, calming place to be. Again, Miss Heather really likes this part of her house. Being able to sit out here, watch birds, listen to them. I've had some woodpeckers out here. Check this out, friends. Do you see that? There's a hole in the ground, which is a pretty good indication that there's some crawfish, maybe even some snakes. We have some little garter snakes that come around. Miss Heather doesn't really care for snakes, but I'm not going to bother them because they're not bothering me and they're important to our environment. There's something else that Miss Heather has found. There are some little flowers starting to grow. That must be a sign that it's turning into spring. Somebody